This is the new Maserati GranCabrio Sport. It costs £102,000. It has a 444 horsepower V8 mounted beneath its long and rather luscious bonnet. And well, you just would, wouldn't you? The thing about this new Maserati is that it may be unbelievably loud and amazingly leery sounding, but at the centre of it, it's actually really quite a comfortable, chilled GT car to drive, despite the exhaust note. Now, Maserati have made all sorts of improvements to this car to make it more sporting, which is why the springs are 20% stiffer, the steering is more alert, you've got this sport button which you press and which lights up the exhaust and the throttle response and the steering response. But despite all that, I really like just kind of bumbling along in this car. It kind of feels what it's been built for. But it would of course be rather churlish to spend 2 days driving around in a brand new Maserati GranCabrio without pressing the sport button, selecting manual and doing this. The thing is though, although it does make a heck of a din, a fabulous noise, let's face it, it actually doesn't feel that fast. It's kind of brisk rather than really, really quick. But then again, it is supposed to be a GT car, so I guess that kind of performance fits. I'm really, really liking the interior in this car too. It feels properly exotic in a way that only Italian cars and possibly only Maseratis do. The quality of the leather is just fantastic. It smells beautiful too, and this one's got optional carbon fibre all over it, which sometimes is a cliche, but it actually fits this car really well. Really, really nice cabin in this car. Another thing they've improved in a big way is the gearbox. It's still not a dual clutch, it's a manually operated auto, but it's much more responsive, especially in sport mode. And what I really love about it are these paddles. They're absolutely enormous. They're like oars. You can't really talk about a convertible without asking the question at least as to whether it has any scuttle shake, and yes, the answer is it does. You don't take the lid off a car like this without there being a little bit of wobble involved. But it's not too bad, there isn't too much. And what's very good indeed is the damping. Although having said that, this is doing my head in, we've just crossed the border into Slovenia, where the roads are totally different, much, much lumpier, much more like a UK road, and all of a sudden, the ride on this car has gone from being really rather good to really not very good at all. I don't know quite what to make of it at the moment, but no, overall it is still a surprisingly good riding car for a convertible. Do you know that for all its bravado, its super loud exhaust and its desire to be a sports car, what the GranCabrio Sport does best is this. Just wafting along at 85 miles an hour in the sunshine along an Italian motorway. And you know what? It does it absolutely superbly. I really like this car. Especially because when you want to, you can do this too.